2024, a rough year for online security. Remember 2024? Pepperidge Farm remembers it well. It was the year online security took a nosedive, hard. Both Web2 and Web3 platforms were bleeding data like it was going out of style. Thousands of breaches, billions of dollars lost. It was basically Cybergeddon. Clearly, the old ways weren't cutting it anymore. We needed a new sheriff in town, one with a fancy cryptography degree and a distaste for hackers. Web 2 versus Web 3. Different platforms, shared vulnerabilities. Both realms, though distinct in their architecture, face similar threats. Now, Web 2, that's your Facebooks and your Googles. The platforms we use daily for socializing, searching, and sharing, they got hit with the classics. Phishing scams, malware attacks, you name it. These threats have been around for years, evolving with time. Basically, tricking people into clicking things they shouldn't, or exploiting weak spots in their code. It's a game of cat and mouse. Web 3, the land of crypto and NFTs, thought they were so fancy with their blockchain. They believed decentralization was their shield, but they learned the hard way that smart contracts aren't so smart if they're written by dummies. Vulnerabilities in code can be just as dangerous. Exploits, hacks, stolen funds. Turns out decentralization doesn't mean immune to idiots. The same old tricks, just a new playground. 2024's biggest losers in the world of cybersecurity. Cautionary tales from the front lines of the digital battlefield. Let's talk about Radiant Capital, shall we? This financial giant was brought to its knees. They lost a cool $53 million to some clever hackers, who used a combination of sophisticated malware and good old-fashioned social engineering tactics. Then there's Sohn Finance, who forgot to check their code for known vulnerabilities and ended up $20 million poorer. A simple oversight with devastating consequences. And who could forget Curio DAO? Their story is a stark reminder. They thought they were being clever with their tokenized assets, pushing the boundaries of innovation. But a single access control flaw allowed some digital bandit to make off like a digital Jesse James, exploiting the weakest link in their security chain. Midnight Network fighting fire with zero knowledge. That's where Midnight Network struts in, looking like the hero we didn't deserve but desperately needed. In a world where cyber threats are lurking around every corner, Midnight Network stands tall, ready to defend. It's built on this fancy thing called Zero Knowledge Proofs, or ZKPs. These proofs are like the secret sauce of cybersecurity, ensuring that sensitive information remains confidential. Think of it like a secret handshake that proves you know something without actually revealing the secret. It's a clever way to authenticate without compromising privacy. This means your data stays safe and sound, locked away from prying eyes. Imagine a vault that only you can open, no matter how hard others try to break in. Midnight also makes sure that smart contracts are actually smart by verifying everything off-chain before anything goes live. This preemptive check ensures that no malicious code sneaks through. It's like having a team of blockchain bouncers checking IDs at the door. Only the verified and trusted get through, keeping the ecosystem secure. So, while 2024 was a dumpster fire of security breaches, it also gave birth to solutions like Midnight Network. These breaches were a wake-up call, pushing us to innovate and strengthen our defenses. It's a reminder that we can build a better, more secure internet. An internet where privacy and security are not just afterthoughts, but foundational principles. And maybe, just maybe, we can keep our data out of the hands of those pesky hackers. With Midnight Network, we have a fighting chance. Until then, stay vigilant, change your passwords, and maybe lay off those suspicious links. You know, the usual. Every small step counts in the battle for cybersecurity.